We back on Torch of the City. We got one of the OGs in the city. Tell him your name, bro.
What's up? AJ, formerly known as like just an LES skater. I feel like, just red hair. I don't know.
I felt that. Yo, your name comes up as Carrot Top a lot. Like, where does that come from? Like, who gave you that nickname, bro? Because that's a unique nickname,
No,
bro.
that's actually like that's just one of those things where like I got bullied a bunch of times. You know what I mean? And like people got touchy and they touched my hair and shit, and like I had to get defensive and protect myself like over the years and shit. So, because I was born like in the projects, well, raised in the projects, and I used to bounce back and forth from Harlem all the way to Lower East Side. So I was always skating all the way from Lower East Side all the way to see my grandma and my whole family in Harlem and shit like that. East Harlem too. So I would always run into shit. And back then in my era, like there was always like gangs and shit. And some people weren't even in the gang. It was just fucking dumbasses trying to be tough, just hanging out all cooped up like a fucking squad of pigeons trying to start problems and shit because they were bored. That's literally what it was.
I
back
felt
then.
that. Like, it was
So
just.
like it was just like you had to defend yourself at all costs, because if you don't,
I feel like it's just heads that's trying to fit in.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they
or
worry
you got,
that
like,
they
some
need
older
protection.
dude, and the older dude is pushing the younger dudes like, yo, you got to be tough like us and whatever.
Whole time, you don't need to be tough. Just be yourself.
Yeah,
Have some knowledge in your head. Know how to talk to people. A lot of things be misunderstandings. 9
Yeah.
times out of 10.
Yeah, literally.
So with that being said, bro,
And like skating teaches you to take your mind out.
out of that, yeah. And with that
You
being
know,
said,
you
bro,
ground
you don't gotta
yourself, you
always be
move.
tough.
Yeah.
You gotta just be yourself. Listen to what people saying and then react. You gotta listen before you react. That's
Yeah, it's
something I
true,
learned
man.
for sure.
It's true.
For sure, for a fact. So like, how long you been skating, bro?
Oh fuck, dude. I think it's been like. Well, I mean, I got into a fucking whole injury and shit like that, but I always come back. So I feel like, fuck, dude, it's been like fucking 18 years,
God damn,
Somewhere
that's
around there.
longer than me, bro.
Somewhere
That's
around
what's
there.
up, though.
19,
Hell
somewhere
yeah.
around there.
Nah, for a fact. So like, what got you into skating?
Stress. A lot of stress. A lot of stress. I was stuck in special education when I was younger.
That's
And,
cap. That special education shit. They just be putting people in there so they could just be in a loop.
Yeah, dude.
You get some money out of it, of course, whatever. But like real talk,
That's
a lot
like
of
my
people
big
don't be special.
backstory. That's my big like backstory. Like I was suffering on the inside internally, and I always wanted out, and skateboarding was my out. Socializing, meeting new people, being hopeful, like having a high faith and value of like there's more to life. I still carry that courage on my chest all the time. All the time. Even if somebody is like mean to me, I'm like, bro, you don't even know. You don't even know, son.
Yeah,
They were
you
trying
gotta-
to give me needles and shit.
You gotta-
and fucking patches on my arm.
What's
dude.
that DMX song? They don't know who we meet.
Yeah.
Nah, that song. Yo, they don't know. They really don't know for a fact.
But definitely fucking yeah, dude. It was government lockdown, like.
Yo,
you're not-
RPDMX.
you're
RPDMX.
not- like you're not gonna escape. You're never leaving. Like you're gonna be here forever. Like like they really fucking try to corrupt your mind and
No,
tell you
yeah,
like
that us.
you're little. You're
That's
never
how
gonna
school
go
is.
anywhere.
School is our first prison, and then it's real prison if you make it to that.
Yeah.
If you really on some devil timing, then you're gonna make it to that.
Yeah, man.
So like, how was it like
But
growing
that's
up?
how I shut them up though, because then, I was moving independently, and I was always striving forward, and I made it in the newspaper. I always got bullied, always got my board stolen, always.
We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
So much shit.
We gonna get into that. So like, what got you into skateboarding, bro? Cause I gotta know your origins. Like you've been skating for so long
All right, so-
that I know you saw a lot of things go through skateboarding. And I know you met a lot of people and you've seen shit change. What was it like for you when you first started skating? Like how did you first started skating?
So, well, for example, my fucking like me being eccentric and like magnetic in my own little way and whatever, fucking, it made me like, it made me stick out no matter what, dude. Like, I couldn't hang with people, I couldn't talk to people because I stood out so fucking much. It was bizarre. So, you know,
And
I
this
realized
is what year? This is what year?
this was fucking
If you could name, like, it don't matter, like,
2004, 3, somewhere around there. Because when I first started
God
skating,
damn.
I bitched out, and then I was like, I bet I don't think there's any love. Motherfuckers are bullies out here, whatever. And then after that, fucking, I was like, fuck it, let me try BMXing and shit. So I got into BMXing, and then, you know, I realized, you know, BMXing was a little pricey, you know, like those money and shit involved, the tires, the pedals, all that nitty witty shit, you know, was all like important, just like skating, you know. And I felt like I didn't fit in there. So then, you know, I was actually riding a scooter for a little bit too. but then at that time, like, I was going through a crazy amount of fucking fighting and shit.
Damn.
Back at Tompkins. In the back of Tompkins.
I think we was all fighting, bro. I fought so much in elementary school.
No, I'm talking about like dog fights, dude.
Oh, damn.
Dog fights, dude. It was like, you're a little shit, whatever, get in the fucking circle. You better fuck him up until you fucking win. Last man standing.
Nah, this some Sparta shit.
Bro,
this is Sparta.
Dude, that's the shit I dealt with, bro.
Oh, damn.
And then me, I'm all like, hey, let's have fun. Let's like climb rooftops and shit. Let's do parkour shit. Woo!
And you know what's funny? All of that is cool right now.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's like you probably was thinking about that way before a lot of dudes was even born to think about that shit.
Yeah, dude.
So like,
Because you didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice, dude. It was literally.
and I hear that a lot. I hear that a
whole
lot.
bunch of grown, big ass dudes that got out of jail, or people that are eventually gonna go to jail, or something, or like, you know, just like people bored out of their fucking minds, you know? Because back then, you know, like the city was different. Like the roads were more fucked up. You know, like there was twice as more fucking trouble on every block. Every corner was extremely bad. There were barely any stores, you know, like delis, businesses. A lot of things spinned around, you know. A lot of things from when I started skating versus like now, completely different. Like it flipped.
Damn. Cause I think about it now, it's
Definitely
like
food was cheaper though. I would say that. Food in the city,
Yeah,
around
for
my
a
time
fact.
skating was super
you
cheap.
go to a deli, you buy a sandwich, everything is cheap. Like
Dumplings
bacon,
were
egg,
$1.
and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese like $4 or $5.
Dumplings were $1. It was
Dumplings
it
was
$4.
$1. I remember that.
Each dumpling was
Yo.
25 cents each.
Bro, I remember that. I remember first coming to the city to skate and like dollar dumplings.
Yeah.
Everybody used to talk about that. There was like a nice
I
spot.
remember old LES.
used to buzz.
There used to be all you saw was fucking dollar dumpling, fucking food trays and Gatorade and fucking like weird shit just always around.
Damn.
Old LES was savage though, dude. All those plastic ramps. Oh my god.
I feel like dudes just had that. Like,
plus there was the East Coast versus West Coast. Plus there was the BMXers that don't like the skaters that don't like the fruit booters. So like all three were fighting and battling it out. And then that's when Tony Hawk and Matt Hoffman came back together and they were like, look, we're all crazy. We all love
see,
sports.
and you know,
Seal the deal.
you know what I
need to
gotta
get
say
along.
now, bro? It's like I think about it. A lot of skaters now, they don't understand how hard it was to even be a skateboarder. Like,
Yeah, dude.
and I've heard this before, but
'Cause,
like
like,
I didn't
back
hear
then-
everything you're telling me. But it's like shit like this make you
'Cause, like, back
realize
then-
like how
back then, like,
humble you had to be.
Mall
And, like,
grabbing was actually a good thing because that was like, you know,
your weapon.
clock somebody in the head.
Exactly.
You know what I
See,
mean?
I'm
And then
thinking about it
also,
the first-
you can't even skate a street spot in peace, dude. Over here, you can do anything you want now. You see all these girl skaters, all these guy skaters, trans
Everybody loves
skaters.
skateboarding.
Everybody's skating now, right? But they didn't have to deal with security guards fucking touching them and fucking, yo, you can't do that. Just fucking bodying them and fucking like just all sorts of shit, dude. I've punched security guards in the face. I flipped security guards on their neck. I fucking.
Yo, bro, you look
I
Aki.
karate-
I ain't gonna lie. Like,
what?
what's your workout strategy, bro? Like, what do you do to? Cause you look, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You look like you work out a lot, bro.
Don't laugh.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I always said, if I'm gonna do crazy shit, and I'm gonna be upside down, or let's say like I go AWOL and I start like flipping around and shit. If I'm upside down, diagonal, whatever, I gotta be able to catch myself. So I got into the habit of doing calisthenics way before everybody else. And my calisthenics was actually just doing handstand push-ups. So I would just do mad handstand push-ups all the fucking time. So like
That's balance plus
exact
my God.
agility, speed.
Use is a problem.
Yeah,
Use is a problem.
I know.
Hell
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up.
So like anytime I go mad fast, I'm like, oh shit, whatever, catch myself, whatever, catch my fall, be graceful. Because back then I was taught that shit, like featherweight your shoulders, skate with grace and elegancy. And then it was way torturous back then because you had S game of skate, you had pros that, there's not a lot of pros that aren't around anymore. But everybody back then, dude, it was vicious, dude. It was like, if you can't land a trick clean, get the fuck out of the skate park. Because you're getting in the way.
If you can't land something clean, get out the skate park.
You're getting in the way. 3 tries. You only get 3 tries. And if you fuck
so I got another question.
Because it's like skate park respect.
I get that. Like, get your trick for real, the right way, properly land, and that's why I be trying to push,
That's where the whole Baltz turn came from. Bullying people at the skate park. People bullied people at the skate park.
And I don't think a lot of skaters.
But it was like constructive criticism bullying. It wasn't really like crazy bad.
But I feel like let me say something. I feel like a lot of older skaters, they still have that mentality, and when they see certain younger skaters, they're fuck these dudes. They calm down though. These dudes, they think it's like, it's not that. Times change. That's the law of life. Yeah. It's change, Yeah. What do you think?
Because you don't got.
What do you like? What do you like that changed of skateboarding compared to the early 2000s?
Fuck. Oh, that people. So this actually used to be a thing too. People would like categorize you as a skater. So it's like, yo, if you're a ledge skater, you're a ledge skater. If you're a stair skater, you're a stair skater. If you're a gap skater, you're a gap skater. If you're a drop skater, you're a drop skater. So everybody like, if you're a vert skater, you're a vert skater.
You're a real skater, you're a real skater.
Yeah, if you're a bowl skater, you're a bowl skater.
It's still going down to this day because
secretly.
There's been people.
But nobody talks about it.
I'm not even trying to toot my own horn, but there's been people that be like, oh yeah, you skate rails, like, oh you do this, like you do these type of tricks.
Yeah, no.
So people will categorize you as like specific tricks or specific things you skate, obstacles you skate.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying totally.
Because the more you stick out and you like, because that's what made you the shit back then. It still makes you the shit. So what do you think it is now?
If you touch now though, 2023.
If you can touch everything,
that's well rounded.
Then you're the shit.
Yeah, you're well rounded.
You're the shit. If you're doing like
good.
1, 2, peekaboo, hi, goodbye, touch this. Then it's like it doesn't count. It doesn't count at all.
All right, so now though, bro, 2023. What do you think it takes to be like a good skater?
Man, you gotta barbarian up, dude. You gotta fucking kiss your boo boos and get to work. Fuck that.
Nah, damn. Like
that's what you gotta do.
You just gotta put it in pain.
Yeah,
get broke.
You get angry and pissed off. Get the fuck back up. Try
for
again.
My generation, me growing up and stuff. I feel like
because my era was speed, power, agility, force, conquer.
Think about it. Nowadays, a lot of skaters is getting lit off for like just being on Instagram, looking good, like little dumb shit. Like, oh, I look good skateboarding. It's all on personality now. It's not even. It's 90% personality, 50% skateboarding. I feel like that's what I be seeing sometimes. But
when you look,
what do you think?
When you look at it too, like back then, like you had to make tricks look good, because that was the beef. If you don't make it look good, if you don't do it clean,
it was all style.
Get the fuck out of the park. Don't talk.
Style
to me.
matters.
Don't even bother showing
style
me
was
your
the core of
footage.
skateboarding.
You're trash. Don't show me shit, because you're not practicing. You're not practicing like how to get shit done. You're not practicing how to like get discipline done. You know what I mean? Because like that was also a thing too. If you get the basics down pat, then you don't really got to worry so much. That was the big hiccup. If you can do the basics over and over and over and over and over and over and over. But look at Ryan Sheckler. If you could do a kickflip and do some shit with it,
like
kickflip over things, kickflip stairs, kickflip onto things, kickflip manual, kickflip
because a lot of the new skaters don't understand that.
Then you have a little key of hope. You know, you have a key of hope of getting through some doorway.
Y'all hear that, yo? A key of hope. Have y'all basics unlocked. I be saying that too.
Yeah.
As long as you got your basics, if you
Even a pop
if
shop
you
is
could back
amazing.
180, you got a back 180. You're good. You're good. That's
Yeah,
all you need.
yeah. That's why all the real people know if you do a simple pop shove and you can do some shit with
Like
it and
bone it,
remix
tweak it a little bit. What's that dude name?
Shifty.
Like he tweaks his ankle out. If you could do that,
Shifty.
you're straight. Yeah, like
Yeah,
a shifty,
Shifty.
pop shove, you're straight.
Garrett Hill's got a good one.
For a fact.
Garrett Hill, Gantry Hill, his brother, and then you got fucking Nick Garcia. Oh my god, dude. Size 12 foot, 7'7" board. It still made no sense to me.
No,
But you see, that's also a different thing too. Everybody now in this area, in this era, we got like bigger boards,
Yeah.
more options.
Size 9 and shit.
Back then, it went up to size 8, and then you had fucking big clay, fucking 58 millimeter wheels, and those legendary heads, Dennis Buzenitz, they still rock like that. They still do that shit.
Another question: how was Go Skate Day back then?
Oh my god, dude.
You think it was more fun or like?
Fucking chaos, man. It was chaos. There were fights. They were fucking. People would like fight over products.
Yo, was you there for
It's
when
wild.
Stevie and that what's his name from DC? That dude from DC when they fought?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh my
I was
god.
there for that. I was
What's his
also-
name?
I was also there for
Dario something.
There was also another.
I don't know his name. I don't yo.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody
I
in
know
the
exactly what you're talking
comments, correct me if I'm wrong. It was a dude from DC. He fought Stevie.
about. Was
how
it
was
Lindsey
that?
Robertson?
No.
Because nobody knows, and I gotta scream it out in the world.
It was two dudes that
Lindsey
fought.
Robertson
it was
is
Stevie,
the god of heel
It was
flips.
Stevie and a dude from DC. It was something about like skating.
Ryan Gallant?
No. He's from DC. I don't know his name, but somebody in the comments is gonna tell me who he is.
Because I know Sean Malta was on DC for a little bit, and Devin Calloway was on DC for a little bit.
No, not on DC. From DC, like
from.
yeah, like
Okay. Yeah.
like
well,
Washington DC, bro.
Oh, Washington DC. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
DC shoes, dude.
Nah, not the skate shoes, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, hell yeah. You got any wild stories skating in the city though, like skating through the city?
Oh man, dude, like it keeps going on, bro. Like,
Name a couple, just
well,
a couple.
First off, I think I could start off with like all the skate spots, Bubble Banks, Tiki
Name
Tiki
some
Ledges.
Give some honorable spots that's not around no more.
Bubble Banks is one. Tiki Ledges. There's a couple spots actually. Like Sea Ledge is toast. Like some spots you can still kind of touch, but some spots are dead. You know what I mean? But I don't know, dude. Like, oh yeah, Brick 9. Like a lot of those spots got like paved out, so like now you can actually do more with it. Oh, BQE, all the DIY spots by the water. Dan made. Yeah. Actually, back then was more DIY. It was DIY all the way.
Yeah, because there was no skate
that's
parks.
what. Yeah, exactly. Because that's where we came in too. We were all DIY. Like that's where I learned my craft. Like we would steal fucking concrete bags and shit and fucking do that shit with our hands. Because concrete doesn't stick on your hands.
Yeah.
It doesn't. If you wash it off on time, you're good.
You got any motivation for the younger skaters? Anybody that's coming up? You know.
You gotta get to work. You gotta, there are people out there that, that's the stress part. People that have been there, done that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of spots, there's a lot of things that have
Y'all
been
hear
there,
this.
done that. You
Been
wanna
there, done
start
that.
Some shit, you gotta think big. You gotta think out of the box. You gotta think
Even
DIY.
if they don't like it, you gotta
Even
think
if
out the
they don't
box.
like it, even if it's like a simple nose grind, because there's a difference when you kiss a ledge versus making out with it.
Like really holding your grind,
Yeah,
holding
because
your
that
slide.
was the thing too. Like Wieger van Wegenhagen, I don't know how to say his last name, but goddamn, the dude that was on Enjoy and Skate Mental, the ginger hair, he fucking Wieger, he would do like the longest back tails ever, dude, ever, like literally like that. But then he was known for that shit. He was known for those long ass back tails, But if you can do a grind and hold that shit,
You're straight.
you're good. Like, dude, like Chad Tim. Woo!
God damn. So before we get out of here, bro,
Switchback Smith,
you got any like
Tim O'Connor.
Nah, Tim
God
O'Connor.
level, dude.
Good.
God level.
What's the other dude?
Even Gons, bro. Fucking board sliding on a bowl.
What's the other dude?
Like holding it.
Chad Tim. I watch him for
Shout
a
out
lot
to
of
Tim.
switch skateboarding.
Rise and
Skaters,
shine.
a lot of skaters from like 12 to like probably 21. They
Back
probably
when,
won't even know
Dylan
who that
Reader,
is.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dylan Reader. I remember seeing
Yeah.
some. What's some? All right, before we get out of here, what's
I
some
only saw him
memorable?
around.
What's some memorable tricks you've seen Dylan Reader do though? We gotta speak on Dylan.
Well, Impossible's like the obvious.
But in person, what have you seen him do?
In person, well, he's not like a tech guy. Honestly, he's very dominant. So when he does a trick, he does the fucking trick.
Yeah.
Like there's
Full.
no way.
There's no skimp. None of that.
Like no, and I'm talking about when he locks on, slam, precision, shoulders, go. Like dude is like Terminator mode. Like
God
he's
damn.
like
He said, "Yeah."
So like the one trick I saw him do was kickflip front tail, but the way he sat on it, I would never forget, dude. Like back in 12th and A days, back in the old LES days, even like skating in the streets with him every here and there, because I was that little Grom. So like, it was Danny Garcia from Habitat, not Danny Garcia from Element, Danny Garcia from Habitat, and Jake Johnson. All the fucking Dill, Ave, everybody that was around, Zared Bassett, Eli Reed, everybody from my era, like that was in that shit. They threw down. Everything was precise, balance, precision.
Oh yeah.
You
So
know?
before we get out of here, bro, like you got any socials they can hit you on? Instagram, Facebook, you know?
Man, social
Get tuned in
medias.
with you.
I mean, like I don't like the Matrix anymore.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like people forgot
Respect.
what they're fighting for, and we gotta stick together because there's a bigger enemy, and we're all the sheep getting fucked. They poison our food. They, the government, people that hide in the shadows, and they laugh at us. So, I don't know. If you want to stay plugged in, Instagram handle is Mutants Don't Cry. Because I classify myself as a mutant.
For a fact. And I classify as a mutant because we don't cry. I respect that. For a
Exactly.
fact.
Mutants Don't Cry. That's it.
We out here, yo. Torture the city. We'll see y'all next time.
Swag up. Always.